Hello, my friends, and welcome back. One way to figure out if someone is fair or correct or just is to see if that individual follows the same rules he upholds for everybody else. So if I expect you to abide by certain rules, but I don't abide by the same rules, then obviously I'm not a just person. Very easy way. So we should fall under the same set of rules. So if I blame you for doing something, I should be blamed if I do the same thing. Basically, very easy, very straightforward. So we have here an article that will get to this point from the new voice of Ukraine. What's the old voice, I wonder? And this is from May 15th, 2022. And I read the title. Russian airstrike near Polish border threat to EU, says Lviv mayor. Okay, let's read. This time the target was 15 kilometers from the border with Poland and EU and NATO, he said. Well, 15 kilometers, about 9 miles. That shows precision, I would say. Well, that's a technical realm of technicalities. And I'm coding. The range of the launched missiles is 1,500 kilometers. And then the propagandists talk about the need to denazify Poland does not now look like drunken cries. I don't know what that was, but anyway, according to Sadovi, such aggressive steps as targeting areas so close to the border are motivated by Russia's despair at the defeats it has suffered in the war it has launched. Maybe, maybe not. You need more information to support your claim, boy. Early on May 15, Russia launched missile strikes on Ukraine's western Lviv Oblast from submarines in the Black Sea. I uploaded a video with all the submarines, all the Russian submarines going down in the sea, Black Sea, and I wondered why. Are they going somewhere around Mediterranean Sea or maybe even the North Sea, going around to take a look on the Baltic states, but or maybe Sweden or maybe even around whatever Norway. But no, we know now that the Russians are not sending their ships anymore. They send their submarines. So the NATO has to figure out a way to destroy submarines. I don't remember Ukraine having submarines, but I don't know. I can't inform you about that, if they're still running or not. So Ukrainian air defense shot down 2 missiles, while another 4 hit a military facility in the Yavoriv district near the Ukrainian-Polish border and completely destroyed it. There were no casualties as a result of the incident, Ukraine says. Well, so what is the problem? It's too close to Poland. Uh, according to who? To EU? And maybe the EU can give us a certain distance that the Russians could strike within Ukraine that would not threaten the EU. And the thing is, why I started with talking about following the same rules is that, you see, the fight is between Ukraine and Russia. They have very clear state borders, demarcations. So unless something falls across the border, then that's a situation. Now you feel threatened by that, 9 miles, 15 kilometers away from your border. Okay, well, I think you are entitled to feel threatened and don't like it. But then I ask the question, would you like to have about 10 miles away from your border some rockets placed over there to defend someone else's country from the, let's say, from the people who live in the North Pole? Yeah, would you? So if you cry that you have 4 rockets hitting 9 miles from your border, I don't think you would like to have some Russian military rockets installation, defensive ones, defensive systems aimed at North Pole, in case North Pole is going to shoot some rockets going towards South Pole. Okay? So if that threatens you, then could it be that maybe the Russians felt threatened by NATO accepting maybe in the future Ukraine as a NATO member and doing what NATO already did in Romania and Poland, place some systems, defensive systems, rocket defensive systems, aimed at Iran, but close to Russia. So you understand the whole mockery of these things. So they can be threatened, they can feel threatened, but you can't feel threatened. You're not allowed, you do not follow, you do not fall under the same rules I fall. So I have security concerns, you have nothing. Poland has security concerns, Russia could not. Well, this is the world we live in, and it's very obvious, not only from what the articles and these, paid, authors of articles or paid corporate mass media tells us, but each and every country has security concerns. Some of them could be legitimate, some of them could not be legitimate. I think that if Poland, as I said, will somehow have Russian, as I repeated, defense systems with rockets 10 miles from its border, on another country's border, I don't, and that would not really be friendly with Poland. I don't think Poland would be, well, okay, it's okay, it's okay. Or the Baltic states, those guys, yes, with the armament. So now these guys hit there. Could it be an accident and maybe they screw up the coordinates and they send the rockets into Poland? Very possible. The question is, what will Poland do? May I answer that question? Talk. And they will say, we will go with troops and we will help Ukraine fully. And what will the Russians do? Bomb Poland. And then Poland is a NATO country, and then NATO will feel obliged to intervene with all its might. So there will be NATO versus Russia. Could Russia win a conventional war against that? I don't think so. But in case they're sensing that they're losing, they have something else that will never make them lose, or they will make everybody lose. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.